Alright everyone, and welcome back to a brand new episode of Pokemon X, where today we are going to be getting ourselves the Mega Ring. So let's just get straight into it, because we're going to be starting off with the whole Mega Evolution line, and heading onwards further from there. But if you're enjoying this series, make sure you go ahead, hit that like button and subscribe, and let's get into the video, because I am looking forward to this episode. It's always kind of fun to get the Mega Ring in this game whenever you play it. And, it's kind of one of those pivotal moments in this game. Especially because while you don't necessarily need Mega Evolution in this game, it's still one of those things that you end up having. And it's kind of nice to have. Oh, Karina, the Mega Evolution successor, is waiting for you at the top of the tower. Alright, well let's head on up. And we got this guy who's kind of in the way, so to the side. Only those who've been approved may climb the Tower of Mastery. Oh, you may pass. Okay, so we get to climb on up. I think there are some things in here. I actually am not 100% sure. I'm not... Wait. The Mega Evolution Guru's real name? It's Gherkin? Why is he named after a pickle? It's a little odd. Anyway. Let's head on in here. I know one of these has an item. I just don't know which one it is. Maybe it's not the top one, but the one that's closest to the top. This one. Is this the one with the item? Or am I just completely delusional? Oh, alright. We do get an item. We get Low Sleep. TM. I don't know how useful that actually is. But, anyway. Let's go ahead, finally, and head to the top of the tower, where we will be meeting up with the Mega Evolution successor. I really love this place. When I'm here with my Pokémon looking at the wide open sky above, all my worries disappear and I feel like I can do anything. Thank you for coming all the way up here. It was decided that this must be the place where the Mega Ring is handed over. Something about making sure we never forget to set our sights as high as the sky. And here it is, your very own Mega Ring. It is in the shape of a bracelet, so it's super easy to wear. And there we go, the little click. And we've got our Mega Ring. Give your Pokemon the right Mega Stone, try battling with it. Your Pokemon will surely answer to the call of the Mega Ring. Lucario, what's wrong? Lucario, you sure? You want to battle alongside that trainer? I don't know what to say, I'm a bit shocked that some traveling trainer seems to have a stronger bond with you than I do. Huh, well, he must be something special. So what'd you say, trainer? Will you and Lucario battle against me and my Lucario? A Lucario and Lucario battle be nothing short of riveting. They both have Lucario Knight in hand. How about we get the show on the road? Alright, let's go ahead and do it. I can feel Lucario's passion. Perhaps it's just that it doesn't want to lose to the other Lucario. But it may just be that it is on the same wavelength as you. Ready, Lucario? Let's give it all we got! Alright, so, cutscene over, and we're gonna be challenged by successor Karina this time when it comes to Mega Evolution. So, we get this, I don't think we can win without Mega Evolving, and it's pretty simple. It's a bit of an A spam, but you get the cool kind of Mega Evolution effect and everything, and it's all quite fun. But And the same thing is going to happen there to that Lucario. But, you know, it is what it is, really. But, yeah, with all the buffs and stuff that you get from Mega Evolving, you kind of have to Mega Evolve to take out the Lucario. I have tried. Maybe if you had your attack, like, higher level on the O power, you could do it, but I'm not 100% sure. What incredible bond you have! What amazing power! What an explosive battle! I could tell that both Mega Lucario didn't hold back. With strong bonds like that, you shouldn't have any trouble triggering your Pokemon's Mega Evolution. I think it would be best if you took that Lucario along on your journey. It's quite apparent that you two make a truly incredible team. I always feel bad, and I always take the Lucario. We're gonna send Poe back, but we're gonna immediately switch them back. I'm not even gonna nickname the well, we'll nickname the Lucario. We got Riley back, you know? But we're not gonna give it much of a thought, really. We're just gonna, we've got it. And we'll take it, because otherwise you just leave it on the tower forever. It's kind of sad. As long as Pokemon and trainers have the kindness and care for each other and give each other courage, the world will be full of smiles. And there we go. We have got ourselves not only Mega Evolution, but a Pokemon that can Mega Evolve. Although, I would say to one caveat of that is we're not going to use it. And that's kind of part of what makes it a little bit frustrating here, is they didn't have any Pokemon that could Mega Evolve from this generation, which kind of makes sense to the older Pokemon, but it does make it slightly more frustrating when it comes to wanting to use an entire team of Pokemon from a specific generation. So, and this is really the only game where you have that issue. So, it is what it is. We are going to go ahead, and we're actually going to move Poe a little bit over. We're going to put Lucario in the box and never use or see it again. And what we're going to do is we're going to head with 5 Pokemon out this way, where... Here, neighbor, you should use this. We get HM03 Surf. If you use the HM Surf, you can travel across the water. When I think about it, it's kind of amazing how a person like you came to Kalos and ended up traveling with me. It's like destiny in a way. Interesting. Let's head on this way, because there is one thing that we need to do, which is get a Pokemon that can actually use Surf. This kind Lapras once saved me from drowning. I feel bad though, I can't afford to travel around and show it the wide world beyond these parts. Hey, I got an idea, you got a Rumble badge, you must be strong and seasoned trainer. Would you mind taking Lapras with you on your journey? Sure. And we've got ourselves a Lapras, which is the only thing that we can do. I'm gonna call you Island. That's gonna be your name. Now there's actually an interesting thing that I want to do. That's part of it. It'll be part of this little moment here, is I'm gonna... Oh, I don't want to do that. I want to find my repels. There we go. So, there's one thing in particular that I want to do, which is I want to get to the next town as soon as possible. I do not want to wait about. In fact, I don't really even want to do battles. I need to teach Surf, obviously, as well. I don't want to... Solar can learn Surf? But why? Anyway. We are going to utilize Lapras basically as our surf Pokemon just until we can get our surf Pokemon, if that makes sense. I want to try and not do really any battles either until we go and kind of turn back. And we're going to do all the battles on the route. Maybe I'll do them in a similar way to how I do the What's-Its battles in Storm Silver. If I can really properly get myself going with that. Oh yeah, we have the Go-Goats, which are pretty cool. Oh no, we don't want to... Anyway, so the Go-Goats are cool because you can get on them and play the fun music. And you can get items like a shiny stone, which will be useful at some point. And there's other items you can get too. Like over here. You can also bypass trainers completely with the Go-Goats. Oh no, these aren't Go-Goats, they're Skidoo. Anyway, but you can completely bypass trainers with them. Oh yeah, it's right here. And so they just don't battle you. And you can basically get right up here and into the next Cormarine City, and we get a Halo clip. Joey, I challenge you to a battle in front of the gym. Prepare yourself. Okay, we get another battle with her coming up, and there is a gym here, but we're not going to get to that until the next episode. Also, this guy sells you incense, which is kind of cool. And this guy gives me a good rod, which is something that I need in order to get the final team member that I want to add to our team. Now, there is one thing. I think this is one where their O-Power guy isn't. Yeah, there's this person instead. And it's the game director that I think if you complete the Pokédex you show, or something like that. But anyway, that's one pretty cool thing. And then there's this person up here who gives you a TM quiz. And it's kind of a TM every day. Yes. Confide, yeah, so we get a TM that we can get a different TM I think every day, and the only good one really I think is acrobatics, so there's that. Anyway, we're gonna enter here and look who it is. Why hello Joey. Congratulations! I see you finally obtained everything you need for Mega Evolution. A Mega Stone for the trainer, a Mega Stone for the Pokemon, a Mega Ring for the trainer, and a strong bond between you and your Pokemon. A strong bond? It's only a hypothesis, but I think the bond between Pokemon and trainer is the key to this new evolution. But what is this bond exactly? Why are there examples of Mega Evolution only in the Kalos region? There's still much we don't understand. Does this make you think of something like Kalos' legendary Pokemon, found only here in the Kalos region, right? Nowhere else. Maybe that's not a coincidence. Oh, what's an excellent point indeed. The more you know, the more there is to research. The excitement never ends, does it? Oh, that's right. I came here to give you this. And we get HMO2 Fly. Use the Fly. HM Fly to pop right over to Pokemon Centers of places you've already visited. Well then, Joey. Dantha, I hope to see you both again soon. Bonds, they're really important to us all, aren't they? When I'm acting, I always think I'm trying to forge a bond between myself and the character I'm playing. If all I think is how I'm nothing like the character, then I'll hate playing it. But if I focus on what I have in common with the character and put myself in her shoes, I might be able to understand her. It's the same with people, of Pokemon. Oh, never mind me. I'm just battling about my own things. Let's have a battle next time we meet, shall we? I'm still looking forward to it. Alright, and if we talk to this person, this person, we can ride the monorail, which, I wish they had an animation for, because that would be really cool. And this is it. This is all they did for the monorail animation. They did more of an animation in the other game, in the Johto games. Anyway, there's Mr. Bonding. Been looking for you. And, oh, we don't need an explanation on O powers, so let's just get straight into it, and we get the befriending power, which actually can be quite useful, especially if you're trying to complete the Pokédex. So, yeah. Alright, let's go ahead and, actually, we don't need to talk to Nurse Joy. Let's go ahead and move around our Pokemon a little bit, because I think it's time that we put Grim in the team. For a second I thought it said one of our Pokemon had Pokerus. I think I just saw the fairy thing so quickly that it just made me think that. I think that is what happened there. Anyway, let's go ahead and head back to where we were, and go ahead and battle those trainers, because it is important to be battling trainers in this game. And again, I'd love to see more of an animation between the train rides. Been so cool if they did that, but they didn't. And we'll head on back this way and get ourselves some battles done and over with. And we have Grim in there, so if Poe does get to level 32, it'll evolve. Why does he have 6 Magikarps without a Gyarados? I will not understand that. Anyway, let's continue onwards with yet another battle. Well, 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 what is this? Poe is evolving, which is exactly what we were trying to get to with all of these battles. And what do we end up with? Well, we end up with a Pokemon that is quite a unique typing in Fighting in Dark, and what is also a very cool looking Pokemon called Pangoro. Our Poe has evolved into Pangoro, which I think is pretty cool. So, yeah, liking that. And we got more battles to go, so I think we should get to them. I want to try and evolve Needle. I thought Needle evolved at level 32. Maybe it's level 35. I could go back and... actually, we should go back and grab Fox now that we don't need Absol in the team. Alright, we are back with our full strength team, so let's get straight into yet another battle. And would you look at that, another evolution. And yeah, I mean, this is a pretty mega evolution episode. And to add to it, we get another 2 evolutions in our team, 2 fully evolved Pokemon, finally. Especially because some of the wait that we have to do to get some of the fully evolved Pokemon, Pokemon like Needle, they're just gonna take longer because they just do. But then there's other situations in the case of like a Pangoro where it's a lot faster, and then, you know, case like Drogo, it's just gonna take a little bit of time because it just does. because it's late evolution. So there's kind of a lot of that going on. So anyway, I think this is the final battle on this route. Alright, that should be the last battle. The only thing is, you know, we got another one of those. The cut tree in the way. Anyway, let's hop on a Skidoo and get out of here. Just because we can do this one more time. Before we completely forget about this fact that this Pokemon exists and is here for us to do and utilize. But anyway, that's kind of cool. We got 2 evolutions. I wonder... I don't think there is dive in this game, so that deeper area kind of does make me wonder what is there. But anyway, we've got ourselves the O-Power we need. We got our, well, a new O-Power at least. We've got ourselves some evolutions. We've got ourselves some Mega Evolution. We've ridden the tram a few times, so all really seems to be going quite well in terms of this game. So we made a lot of progress in this episode, although it's not always the most interesting progress sometimes. But that's going to be it, and I think we're going to be doing the gym in the next episode, so finally we get to do gyms in sort of a faster succession. So, I'll see you all next time. Take care.